A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
That means the conversation is over.
That means the conversation. That girl on TikTok who did the impression of Khloe Kardashian or Kourtney Kardashian was really good. Day 4 of watching the Kardashians.
She was bomb.
She sounded just like her.
Yeah. She kind of looks like the girl who does the Ariana Grande impression.
Oh my god, don't cry.
You have to go, bitch.
I think it's time for you to go, bitch.
She's so good.
Welcome back to Nonsense.
Happy quarantine.
Cheers.
It's we were deciding if it was week 3 or week 4 earlier, and we still don't know.
And at this point, I don't care.
I don't
even
either.
know. I don't even know what day it is.
I was enjoying the quarantine for the first week, like I think everyone was. And then this morning I was like, whoa, how long are
Months.
how long we gonna be
Months.
here?
Months and months and months and months.
Because you can only do so much until you're like, fuck, I'm actually like real bored.
Oh, I still have so much TV to watch.
But I just feel so shitty if I just sit there all day.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Alphalete today, by the way.
I know we're twinsing. Yeah.
Everyone go on Alphalete and get your sweaters. They're half off. These are like $30. I highly recommend.
We are not sponsored.
We are not sponsored, but we're trying.
I wish. We're not fit enough.
We did a workout this morning, trying to stay in the fitness game, because let me tell you, I know all of you are struggling out there without the gym. It's hard.
I actually miss,
I miss the
miss
gym
it.
so much. I miss
I
all
miss it a
the
lot.
old sweaty dudes who are regulars, who you're like, I know you. All your classic Insta baddies, your meatheads. I miss them all.
the grunties.
The one guy who always was at the gym worked out in like jeans and Sperry's and like a plaid shirt, but he was pushing some plates.
Oh, he was doing. Actually, I was just telling Hubert that he started wearing stretchy pants, but he still wears his button-up flannel.
Yeah. Wait, the guy at the gym or Hubert?
The guy at the gym.
Oh, I was like, Hubert? I was like, stretchy pants, oh.
No, I was talking about that guy who wears jeans, button-up flannel, like Sperry's.
Mhm.
He started wearing like a more athletic pant.
Like an Adidas kind of pant?
Yeah, but like
Not
it looked
Adidas.
more like a Giant Tiger type brand.
Okay.
Nothing wrong again. Nothing wrong. One of my favorite sweatpants are from Giant Tiger.
I mean, if you're gonna get a comfy pair of sweats, where are you gonna go?
Giant
Tiger.
Tiger.
GT. Good times.
GT Boutique.
GT's on the beach.
For sure.
So.
For sure. There's so many places in Strathroy that are open because they sell food. Like Giant Tiger's open, Dollar
Oh my
Store's
God.
open. All them, and like because those places are open, people are still like shopping.
Going out, right? Apparently I read a tweet. I don't know how true everything is on the internet nowadays, but it was like these next 2 weeks are the most important weeks in quarantine time. Like, this is where you can really stop the spread. So, like, if you haven't been staying home, stay home these 2 weeks.
Yeah, before the spike.
Yeah. Spike's a cute name for a dog.
I like it for a cat too.
We have been... Listen, the cat obsession has been growing over this quarantine time.
Growing.
Like, everyone knows, everyone loves cats. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you.
So many people in my family hate cats.
That's crazy.
I
Like,
I wanted a cat, and they're like, cats are the devil. And I'm like, okay.
but you haven't met the right cat.
They haven't.
And
because-
also, if a cat is mean to you, it's not because the cat is mean. It's because they were raised in such a way.
Yeah, like some cats are assholes.
Like,
Like all cats are assholes.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. But like some cats are like trained to be that way.
yeah, other cats, like,
Are so cuddly.
I saw a TikTok and it was kind of cringy, but it was so true. It was from like a vet or something, and she was like, this cat bit me today and I had to go to the hospital, blah blah blah. And she was like, so here's what I'm gonna do. And then she went to the cat and she was like, it's okay, I know you're just scared. And I was like, thank you.
There's this one woman on TikTok who I hate that we literally only talk about TikTok.
We go,
now.
have you seen that TikTok? Have you seen that TikTok?
That talk.
When me and Ben
The talk?
when me and Ben hang out after we haven't seen each other for a few days, we're like, let's catch up on our talks, and we'll show each other. It's
I love
bad.
it. Hubert still makes fun of me.
He'll get on the train, please. It's a matter of time.
He didn't. I mean, I'll send him videos and stuff.
There was a girl on there. You were saying?
Yeah, she fosters like aggressive, like dogs that have been aggressive, and like fosters them until they're ready to go into like a home.
Oh.
She was posting this one video, and like I think like both of her hands got like bitten.
bleeding?
Like she was like seriously injured, and she like got on her TikTok and was like, just so you guys know, like, it wasn't the dog's fault. It was mine. I had one too many dogs out. Like, I know he's an aggressive breed. Like, I'm here to train him. Kind of thing. And, like, people would just, like, beat the shit out of, like, a dog like that, you know? Just
It's just crazy that, like, humans get mad at stuff like that, because I'm like, we are the problem.
It's like if
You know?
if
It's
your
like
dog isn't trained properly, that's your fault.
it's like racism in general, or like making fun of like a black kid because they didn't get education. It's like you were the one that hindered them from getting the education, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like it all comes back to that. Or like when there's like pit bulls, everyone's like pit bulls are aggressive. I'm like pit bulls are aggressive because
Oh
of
my God.
humans.
Pit bulls are so sweet.
Humans. I don't know why people don't get that. They're like, oh, that's an awful dog, or like Dobermans or Rottweilers. I'm like, they're the sweetest dogs. It's how they're raised.
Yeah, like, you can train them to be aggressive, but, like, you can also train them to not.
It's like humans. Like, if you abuse a child, they're probably gonna abuse their kids. Or if they have a fucked up past, they're probably gonna abuse their animals or whatever. Like, it's just humans are the problem.
In any case.
In any case, it's humans. I'm sorry. I just really don't like the human race. I think I've said that before.
I think you have.
I just hate people. What's the word I'm looking for?
Give me a hint.
The stupidity of people in general. I'm like, how can y'all get mad at other people when, like, don't...
What are you trying to get at right now?
I'm trying to think. Don't make a scene of someone's speck when you have a log in your eye. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Don't point out the speck in someone's eye when you have a log in yours.
Yeah.
It's like, no one's perfect.
Thanks, Jesus.
You know? And if we all just try to be nicer people.
When I was driving to your house today, at the intersection of Central and Colonel Talbot, there was two cars in the left turning lane, and then a big truck was trying to come in.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know when a truck, it's, like, head is here and the whole body is like, perpendicular?
Uh-huh.
He was trying so hard to make this turn, and the reason he couldn't was because the truck was, like, parked way over the white line. So, like, he couldn't, it was a really tight turn.
Yeah.
The car behind him backed up so that he could back up, and he still didn't back up and, like, let the truck, like, the semi-truck, like, struggle. I was like, just back up.
Just, like, see that everyone is trying to make this easier.
Like, first of all, you're in the wrong because it's a red light, and you're, like, a foot into the, or, like, not even a foot, like, 2 meters into the intersection.
Mm-hmm.
And the car behind you backed up. Just back the fuck up. It's so fucking simple.
People are so about themselves
I was like...
that it doesn't matter.
I was like, bruh, just pay attention. You're in a fucking car.
Mm-hmm. Like, I would say I'm a pretty selfless person. So, like, when other people aren't or do shit like that, I'm like, who the fuck raised you? Where did you come from?
Right?
It's overwhelming once you think about how many people there are in the world and how many people are doing shitty things. You're like, I hate people.
Or, like, even if you make a mistake, and you're like, well, that was, like, one time. And it was like, you could be witnessing someone else's, like, one-time mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to...
It's hard.
On a different note, though, we've been so obsessed with Cats. Not the musical.
No, please,
And
not the movie. Please, not the movie. I think there's an award.
I haven't seen it yet.
There's an award for worst movies, and I think it won.
It deserves to win that.
Side note on Cats. We lost our AJ
Yes.
about a week ago.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace to AJ.
We'll put an in memoriam here.
We'll put a picture of AJ up there. Poor guy. Love the angel, fly away from here. Well, he did make it to 24.
He did.
So we celebrated his 24th birthday. We got him a birthday hat. We did the whole thing. I gave him some turkey. He went crazy. And then about 2 weeks later,
March 31st, we said goodbye.
March 30th.
Oh,
March 30th. It was a Monday. It was a week ago today. So I was abruptly woken up in the middle of the night by my brother, which, like, I saw this TikTok.
Could you imagine if it was April Fool's when he died?
Honest to God, he was cremated on April Fool's. And I was like, there's something funny to be said here. I don't know what. I was like, you fucker. So I woke up at like 3 a.m. because my brother was knocking on my door and was like, get up, get up, get up. Have you seen that TikTok where it was like, nothing makes sense when you first wake up? And it's the guy being like,
yeah, he's like, get to the find to the wheat and then we'll do the thing.
Door stare. And he's like, And that's what it felt like. He burst open my door and was like, you need to get up right now. And I was like, what? Ran downstairs and this cat, who's 24, all bony, bag of bones, is like flipping and flopping all over the ground, which it wasn't funny at the moment, but
no, it's just very sad.
now I was kind of like, it was like, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And I was like, it was so loud that it woke my brother up from the basement. So he was having a seizure. He was like, oh my God, this poor guy. I feel so bad. He was like, and he was drooling. He was like not there. So he had a seizure that night, and then he was kind of okay during the day. And then he was panting again, and we just took him to get him put down because it was just not a good scene. But it was his time. And
I think he was ready.
It's so sad when they're in that situation. Like, he knew. Like, every step we took, like, we were carrying him in the bed, and he was like, meow. But he didn't fight at all. Like, he knew he was ready. And we were like, it's time.
Oh, age.
Oh, my God, my mom was bawling. I was bawling. You could see even Nick and Ben were kind of like, God damn. And I was like, this is so fucking sad. That's my first pet that's ever, like, died.
Yeah.
That's my own. So,
I even teared up, which I was surprised.
So, like, as fucking rude as he was and angry, like, we loved him.
He was a grumpy old man.
He was a grumpy old man. Like, he was like, let me fucking go.
Literally.
Now he's in cat heaven.
So, we appreciated our time with AJ, though.
We bumped out a good year.
He opened up your family's eyes.
He did.
To animals.
Also, just the fact, like, that you have to be patient with some animals. Like, you can't just jump right into it and, like, be all lovey-dovey. Because some of them are like, yo, I need some time. And I feel like the guy's owner, his mother wasn't good to him, because the mother was the one who, like, a month ago was like, just put him down. And when we first got him, they were like, he doesn't really like women, like, blah, blah, blah.
That's probably why.
Right? And I was like, who the fuck? This woman came out of nowhere, like, 8 months after we've been caring for him, haven't talked to her at all, and she's like, just put him down. We're like, no.
Who are you?
This is our cat now. Don't talk to AJ. Fuck you. So now it's funny. Just, like, every time I open up the fridge, there's whipped cream, and I'm like, oh, AJ.
Oh, AJ.
It's different when it's, like, a cat that's that old. It's more of, like, a celebration of life, rather than, like, if he was 12 and you're like...
And you only had him for a year. Like, it would have been different if he was your cat for
24 years? Bro!
Older than us.
He was alive when Tupac was alive. He is the Tupac reincarnation.
Did he kill Tupac?
Bro, he was in Mexico at the time, I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
So
I'm gonna adopt a cat when this is over.
So now, yeah, the cat obsession has just...
Yeah.
skyrocketed, because, like, my house is empty, and I keep checking, like, the side chair to see if AJ's there, or, like, a cat bed, and I'm like, we need another cat.
If
like,
I get a cat, how obsessed you're gonna be.
Well, like, I'd always be here.
I realized over the years that I am a cat person.
As opposed to a dog person?
Yeah, well, I'm not a very good dog mom.
Because dogs are a lot of care.
And they expect a lot from you, whereas cats, you're more of, like, roommates.
Yeah. Like, your cat's just like, put out a bowl of food and we're cool.
Yeah. I want a nice cuddly cat, though. I asked my dad, who hates, like, he says he hates cats, but he hates, like, all animals. And I was like, you know, we should probably get a cat.
It's like...
And then he looked at me, and I was like, you know, I'll get a cat. And then...
He'll just live here.
And my dad was like, I asked him to pick up flour for me for baking. And he goes, you should probably just bake a cake. You'll feel better. Which is, like, kind of a yes for my dad. Like, if there's no hard no, that means
yes.
that's a yes. Like, if I go and pick up a cat, buy all the materials, like, keep it clean, he'll be fine, I think.
That's how I would take it, too. Like, if he said that to me, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go get one now, then.
So I've been looking at, like, adoption sites.
Bro, like,
I think so bad.
I think it's, like marriage or whatever. Like, there's no right time to do it.
Yeah.
You just gotta get a cat.
I don't think Milo will adjust well, though.
No.
But I think this is the time to ease into the adjustment.
See, and it's nice because you have 2 houses, so if Milo starts acting up, you can be like, okay, go.
Bye, Milo.
Bye. She's like, what the fuck? I've been here, bro.
I feel bad, but, I mean, like, she does live there.
She might not be angry with the cat, though, and the cat might not be bad with Mila. But the cats are usually the ones who are, like, really acting up.
Yeah.
Unless Mila gets territorial and is like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, we'd have to see how they interact with each other. But, I mean, I'm home all day. I won't be working all summer.
Have you seen...
I won't be in school, like...
There's one guy holding the 2 cats, and he's like, get along! And they're like,
yeah. Guys, there was a gray short hair and a black cat that are, like...
Inseparable? Bonded?
Bonded. And I want them both.
Bro,
The both.
bonded cats, that's a 2-for-1, obviously. But, like, the love that they have, you're just like, I want to replicate that for both of you. And I want to be there.
Yeah.
And I want to protect you.
Also, though, if I get bonded cats, they won't bond to me, I think, as much.
They'll be like, who's this bitch?
I want a cat to come wake me
They'll
up
be like,
in the morning.
Girl, you see what she's wearing?
They're like, me or her?
Me or her, bitch, what? Fuck.
I want a
Oh
cat.
my god, you look so pretty. Yeah. And it doesn't help that I work at a cat clinic, so like almost every weekend I see like these 2 adorable cats, and I'm like,
I fell in love with one of the cats, Vera. She is like the perfect cat for me. I can't adopt her because she's bonded to Pippa.
yeah,
Pippa's
and
bonded
their
to her.
package deal.
And also, I don't think they're available for adoption.
I've never asked. I've never been like, can I up and take these cats? Like, why are they here? They're just kind of hanging out at the
but
clinic.
What if I took them both?
Both?
home?
Pip. Pippa's my favorite.
That's so fun that you've Pippa's your favorite and
And
Vera's
Vera's
mine.
yours, you know.
I love Vera. We bonded for the first. Every time I go to the cat clinic, she's always like up on this bookshelf, and I've only ever seen her head.
Mm-hmm.
And Carly's always like, "Yeah, that's Vera." And I never paid attention to her because I've never actually like seen her. And then the one time I went, and we were up in the room, and she was laying on the bed, and I literally was like, "Who is this?"
Who is she? I'm like, that's Vera, dog.
And I was like,
She's like this tiny little thing. She's kind of
so
skittish.
little.
But once she
cute.
trusts you, she comes up and she's like, meow.
Oh, I'm gonna cheer her up. She's so cute.
So all I really want is just a bunch of cats that like get along, sleep beside each other, you know? And that's the problem is with this quarantine, I have nothing else to think about. I'm just sitting there being like, fuck, I really want a cat. You know?
Right?
It's like when I was like in grade 4, I wanted a golden retriever so bad that I made a PowerPoint and I was like, this is why we should get it.
I've done that.
And then you're like, damn, you really thought you were gonna present this weak ass iMovie? Yeah. But now it's really all I think about. Especially with no cat in the house now. Like, that was the thing that was hindering me from getting another cat.
You went from cat to no cat.
And my dad's the same. Like, he was like, no cats. This is the only cat. Like, he didn't even want that one.
But he loved AJ.
But he loved AJ. I was like, bro, you're telling me you didn't fall in love with this cat? Fucking
He did.
lies.
And he wasn't even a real cat.
He wasn't even a real cat. That's why Em was like, I was like, fuck, I want a cat.
It's
Emily
so
was like,
funny.
you have a cat. I was like, no,
No.
I don't.
AJ does not count as a cat.
I have a roommate.
He was literally like the grandpa that is living with you until he dies.
The grandpa that, like, pees himself sometimes and you have to clean him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of senile.
Oh, AJ.
Oh, AJ.
So cute. Glad I knew him.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my man.
So
He's up in
funny.
cat heaven.
I wish I was in cat heaven.
Ben says he doesn't think there's a heaven for humans, but a heaven for animals.
That's nice.
And I said, I like that.
oh, I like that.
Oh, I like that.
Although, I'm not gonna lie, I have been, like, enjoying my time with Mila.
It's good quality time.
Good quality time.
You haven't had a
We're going on walks.
block of time like this in a
We
while.
play. She's still annoyed with me, but
Oh,
I
it's like
take her
full-time
on,
daycare.
Yeah, I take her on like a 45-minute walk. Then we get in, and she looks at me like, "What next?"
And you're like, bitch, I'm fucking tired. I'm wiped. I don't know about you.
I the other day I had like a depression day. I woke up late.
A DD.
I was up for like a little bit. I had another like 4-hour nap on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those days where Mila was like, "What's wrong?" She like was like, "Oh." She came next to me. She laid and she was like, "Oh."
Oh.
I'll get up now.
Just give me a minute. Fuck.
And then
Dogs are good for
I rolled
that.
the joint and smoked it on our walk.
Cats are good for that too. Like AJ got me up at like 6 a.m. That would help get you up.
6 a.m.'s a little.
6 a.m. is bright and early. Like he was he's an old man, so he was an early riser.
Yeah.
You know, like 6 a.m. you're hearing, meow. Oh my god, my dad said the saddest thing the other day. He was like, sometimes when I'm walking around the house, I hear him, and I was like, he was like, have you heard him? And I was like, I have. Because sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, did I just hear him meow?
Mm.
But cats are good for that. Like a cat would help get you up, get you going.
I think a cat would get me in a good routine.
That's why you gotta not leave food
Emily,
out.
Even Emily said that about
It's true. Like if you leave food out, then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of getting up to feed them, and then they might overeat, and then they won't get you up when you need to. But like,
yeah. If anything, I would get the timed feeder, but
that's
see.
sick.
We'll see.
And we looked up a cool litter box. It's like the
Yeah.
shape of a lime. it covers up the litter box.
Yeah,
You can
so it's
just
like a
pull it out.
flap, and then that way, like, it's like, so with my dad, like, I'd have to literally be, like, on the ball.
Like, there's no cat here, but there's a cat here.
There's a cat here, but you can barely tell.
Maybe you could put the litter box down here, too. Like, here.
Litter box in the basement.
I don't know how cats know, but they just know they gotta pee there.
We used to, when we had, it's hard to say, my memory is so...
Foggy. It's like, did that happen?
We had a kitten for a bit, but it was like, so Sarah's friend sold her this cat,
Mm-hmm.
and then she found out that it actually wasn't his cat to sell. He was selling the cat for, like, drug money, but it was his friend's cat, so his friend messaged...
He took the kitten?
Yeah, so his friend messaged Sarah being like, hi, like, I know you just bought this cat, but it's my cat.
And I need him.
Can you please give it back? So Sarah was like, yeah, I guess.
Could you imagine? You come home and you're like, where the fuck's my cat?
Yeah, it was a kitten. It was so cute.
Oh, Bubby.
Remember, Mila didn't get along with it, though.
Well, I mean...
But it was a kitten and it was scared.
Probably for the
And
best.
then I'm pretty sure we had Monica and Jordan's cat, like, many, many years ago when we first moved in.
Many moons ago.
Many moons ago. But, I mean, that time was so vague and foggy.
Damn. Could you... what kind of friend was that was like, I'm just gonna take this cat, I need some drugs?
I mean...
You're drug addict.
A drug addict friend.
So...
I think it was, like, Coke or something.
It must have been it.
It wasn't
That
like
doesn't
it
sound
wasn't,
like
it wasn't
weed.
like her close friend, but it was like someone she knew. It's like, I have this kitten.
A random guy's like, do you want this kitten? Like, I need to get rid of him today. Why? What's the urgency?
It was a cute cat. It was like gray
I want a little orange
and
kitten.
little kitten caboodle.
See, like, I can't stop. Fuck, I need a cat.
Yeah.
And I'm so close to just bringing one home again, because I feel like once it's in the house, I'll be like, she gotta stay.
I just want to go to a shelter and I want to pick one up.
Adopt, don't shop.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there aren't pets that need to be bought from, like, breeders and stuff like that, but there are dogs in shelters who are perfectly good, who will love you, like, just as much.
If I were to get a dog, I would
adopt, always. Like, they're so loving, they just need a home.
I want like a nice medium-sized dog.
A little boop boop. A little Winston.
No bigger than Winston.
Winston's kind of small.
Winston's like my dog.
Yeah.
Like, I'd want like a border collie mix.
Would you want like
But
a Reki size?
those need to be walked
Uh-huh.
consistently.
Reki, I don't think I could have a dog like him because he sheds so much.
Sheds a lot.
I
That's
pet
why-
him
like,
yesterday.
That's why he's an outdoor dog.
He is an outdoor dog. Pet him yesterday, just one brush. It's like dust and hair everywhere.
Get it reset.
The thing about animals too is like, once I have it forever. I don't think I could ever. It's tough to say, but some people get in financial situations where they like get rid of their dog. Like, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
I'd make it work with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, when you see a homeless person walking around with their dog.
That'd be me.
That'd be me.
Me and Milo on the street.
Ah!
The thing is, like, I know that I never would be homeless because my mom would be like, just move in.
Yeah, like just it.
Which is horrible. Like, I feel like for all the homeless people.
I was thinking that. You know what I was thinking the other day? I was thinking about Neve, and I was like, she will never have financial worries in her life.
Ever.
And then I was like, bitch,
Ever.
neither will you. Like, I
Well,
won't.
like, we still have, like, financial issues. Like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck.
Me too, but I will never be like, I have nowhere to go. You know?
Yeah.
Some people have literally nowhere.
Like, even coming out as, like, buying everything, and my dad was, like, kind of, like, get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
But he, like, eased up, you know?
Ease up on my boy.
Like, he's so, like, loves me or whatever. Not that we've ever exchanged those
We
words.
haven't talked about that, but like
Never will we.
it's there.
Never will we.
Dads are so funny. Like, I'll look at my dad and I'll be like, heart you. Before I leave, I'm like, heart you. My mom's like, heart you. And I'm like, heart you. And he's like, okay. That's it. Men are so weird. And every tweet about dads is so on point. It's like, y'all ever really had a conversation with your dad? And you're like, nope.
He was like, we had lunch together 2 days ago, and it was like quiet, and I was like, what do you want to watch?
Right? Like, we're not going to talk.
He's had the news on consistently, and he was like, Corona. I was like, okay. And then he was like, no, put on music. I can't. I was like, music?
It's overstimulating. Music? What kind of music?
I was like, so we're just gonna sit here then?
Yep.
It was fine. I don't know why I was so stressed out.
Right? You're like, what else do you say?
We hadn't, like, sat down and ate together in, like, a long time.
So
I was
what do
a
you talk about?
I was a little nervous.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, I don't know how to speak to you.
I mentioned Hubert's name, and he's like...
Oh.
He, like, doesn't listen when I talk about
We're talking about Hubert? Yeah, dads are like that. When I was first dating Ben, I said something, and my dad was like, you've known him for a minute. And I was like, I've been dating him for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Takes dad so long.
I, like, shove it in his face,
Yeah. Hubert!
As long as I'm not dating a girl. I mean, am I wrong? I'm really excited. I'm going to Toronto, y'all. I'm gonna be as safe as possible. I booked an Airbnb just for 3 nights.
You should bring, like, Lysol wipes.
Oh, I'm going to.
Lysol wipes, like, mask, gloves.
I, like, confirmed with the owner that, like, they, like, professionally cleaned, had no one traveling, yada, yada, yada. But it's like checking yourself, so there's no
Serious shit.
interaction with other people, so it's just gonna be me and him all weekend.
It's kind of
So,
scary.
It's a little scary, but I'm not too worried about it. Like, we were a little nervous, so I said I think, like, when we get there, we're gonna, like, wash the forks, the knives, the cups.
Yeah, like, wash it all.
We're gonna wash
just
it
in case.
before we use it, so. But,
Plus, if everything gets wiped down,
I mean, if there's Corona in the house, we're gonna get it regardless.
Yeah,
So, but it's unlikely.
unlikely.
I don't think anyone's booking Airbnbs right now.
People are so dumb with, gloves and stuff. Like, people think just because you're wearing gloves, you're fine, but, like, people will wear gloves all day. Like, the same pair of gloves.
And then, like, touch their face
Yeah,
with
and
the
I'm like,
gloves
you're a
on.
fucking idiot. Like, in the hospital, you feel so bad because the single use, like, kills me. But, like, they'll literally be like, okay, assess them. You, like, put your hands on their legs, throw the gloves out. And you're like,
They're, like, not even doing that, though. They have to, like, reuse shit.
yeah.
They're like,
'cause
wash
it's
your hands
so
with the gloves
bad.
on because they're, like, running out of fucking...
That's so scary.
More in the States, I think, but...
That's terrifying. Like, when you're in the hospital, it's just a given that there will be, like, boxes of gloves and gowns on the wall. Like, you just know they'll be there. But then when they're not, you're like, whoa, what's going on?
Things like that, like, doesn't make sense to me. How they're like, well, we're out of this stuff. And I'm like, the government should just order more. Like, there's people to make them,
Like,
so
make
buy them.
more. I could be sounding really
You know
dense
what I
right
mean,
now.
though?
I know,
Like,
it sounds so easy. I'm like, why aren't we just making more then?
Well, it's like, China, like, donated, like, billions of whatever, and it's like, the government can just...
Depends on where
Just
the
make the-
materials are getting made, though.
I know,
like,
but I feel, like, so far there's been no shortage of, like,
yeah, like, what
people
are we...
making them.
What are we running out of?
Do you know what I mean, though?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just like, do it. I'm talking to the government. Not like the people, but the government.
The human race is just fucked. Maybe this will wipe us out. I said to someone else, I was like, do you think this will wipe out the baby boomers? Or take a big chunk of them away?
Well, apparently most of the people are infected are like 25 to 40.
People who are out and about?
Because those are the people that are, out and about.
Yeah. Damn.
It's
I
crazy.
saw, I think it was in Kamoka. Was it in Kamoka? The whole nursing home there, like, got infected with corona. And,
Oh,
like,
wow.
a bunch of them died.
I was reading something that, like, I think this was also in the States, but most of the incidents are, like, from church gatherings, where, like, someone goes to an event. One of them was, like, what was it? It wasn't, like, a doctor, but it was, like, someone who came into contact with, like, 30 people, and then those 30 people got it, and then they had no idea.
Idiot.
Which is just, like, it makes sense that, like, so far I feel like most of it is large gatherings.
I just watched a video, maybe it was 2 days ago. Some church had a gathering despite, like, all the rules against it, and there was, like, a bunch of people there, and they were all leaving in their cars, and then this one interviewer asked this woman in the car, like, as she was leaving, he was like, what do you think about being here? Like, why aren't you worried you're gonna spread it? And she's such a fucking idiot. She's like, no, sir, I have the blood of Jesus Christ on me. I am fine. I am good. And he was like, okay, but what about, like, aren't you worried about infecting other people? And she was like, I am fine. Like, I'm worried about them infecting me. And they were like, okay, so why are you out? And then she was basically like, the blood of Jesus, the blood. And she was like, thank you very much. And that's all
So
she said. And
annoying.
she drove away. I was like, how are you a full grown ass woman and you're believing in all these spells and shit.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense. Don't know why I'm 21 being like, this shit ain't real. Stay home.
Yeah.
And you're like 50 being like, I know what's best, blah, blah, blah. God will save me. God is not real, dog. Sorry to tell you, but you can pray all you want. You could still get sick.
Yeah.
Done. And I hope they all get wiped out. Just cut. Gone. I wouldn't give a damn.
Bye.
Bye. Like, why do you think the entire world is shutting down? And God's gonna save you?
Man, the numbers in the U.S. are fucked.
Because Americans are just a mess.
I know.
I'll say
I have been seeing Carly. I've been seeing one person who's also isolated and I'm isolated. It's like the people who are getting infected, the people who are going out, like touching shit. I was at Foodland the other day getting groceries, and there was this, like, they're probably our age, but these two kids were like, I was like in the aisle, like picking something, and they were just like brushing past me, and I was like, step the fuck back.
Don't touch me.
Like,
bro.
Dude, keep your distance. What's wrong with you?
You
don't know if I'm sick. I don't know if you're sick.
Right? What the fuck's wrong with you? Get the fuck away from me. Bitch!
Bitch!
What was I gonna say? There was a dad who came in the other day when I was working at Foodland, and he had, like, his children just running around, like, the store. And I was like,
Probably shouldn't have brought your kids.
Don't bring your kids in the store, and they're gonna touch everything, and they have bad immune systems, and then what if they it's just like, what are you doing?
Apparently, someone posted on Just Ask Strathroy, and it was a...
I didn't know that was real.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's things like Just Ask London and wherever, but it's very, very popular in Strathroy. And
okay.
People are crazy.
People are posting.
I wonder if it's saved, but it's, like, not fact-checked or anything, but apparently someone in Strathroy had it, and then...
I thought a nurse in Strathroy had it.
Well, there's been, like, 10 cases confirmed in Strathroy. But, someone posts this. Beware rant. Unfucking believable. This Strathroy family lost a family member to the COVID-19 virus. Has had another 2 family members test positive. And that fucking twat seen outside of this vehicle lives in my building. She's the daughter of the lady that passed and sister to one of the infected ladies and mother-in-law of the other lady. Yet this whole fucking family is gallivanting all over Strathroy and out of stores, in and out of other people's vehicles. However, the driver in this post is her son, who doesn't even have a driver's license. What? The police have been notified. We're advised they couldn't do anything. Contacted London and Middlesex Health Unit, and we're advised, sorry, this is just for London. What the fuck does Middlesex stand for? Someone needs to get off their fucking asses and start enforcing the law and rules. We have many elderly and people with already weakened immune systems in my building, and this twat tenant has continued to wander all over the building, not giving a rat's ass about anyone else's safety. Yada, yada, yada. But, like, if that's true, if this person's not fucking crazy and that's true,
you're fucking...
And people who are infected are literally just going in and, like, that's, like, come on.
How did someone die in your family and you're like, I'm a dip, though.
I'm gonna leave, though. Like,
what do you mean?
Like,
you're touching the doors to the building. You're touching the car doors. Like, I read that it's not airborne. I think it's droplet precaution.
There's mixed reviews.
There's people that have been saying it's airborne, but it's not. I don't know if that's 100% true.
Yeah. So far on the news, they're still like, oh, this is unconfirmed, this is unconfirmed. But I think some of it's, like, propaganda, but...
airborne is scary. That's when it's scary. Like, droplet is, like...
If it was, like, airborne, we would all be done.
We'd all be done. Cooked.
It would be the apocalypse for sure.
Maybe don't
eat a bat?
Yeah. Well,
once again, China.
There's theories, though, because the CDC that contains all of these viruses is in Wuhan, China. So they're saying that they think it was...
started there?
Like, it was a containment breach.
Protocol
went wrong.
The whistleblower, like the one Chinese doctor who told everyone about it, is gone. They can't find her.
There was a CDC worker that disappeared.
They just killed her.
So they think,
100%. They do that all the time in China.
So, because people are saying it comes from a bat, but then apparently... What are the odds that the CDC unit that contained the coronavirus had a containment breach, and that's where it started from?
Mm-hmm.
In Wuhan, China. Like...
Come on now.
The thing is, like, you know that the government has shit like this going on, so it's not surprising.
There's shady shit going on, too, in America where people are reporting deaths of coronavirus that actually haven't died from corona.
I saw that, too.
So there's inflation there that's actually not true.
But there's also the inflation that
Because they have all the test kits?
there isn't proper testing. So
well, now that they have all the test kits.
Our confirmed cases aren't as high as it should be because not as many people have been tested. Because there's so many people who are carriers.
Everything's
with no
just
symptoms.
skewed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what's real.
Yeah.
And they're finding out new shit about it every day. Like,
Yeah. But the whole, like, origin of it, I believe, I mean, like, obviously there's no facts or anything, but, like, I think it would definitely come from the CDC.
Mm-hmm.
One, they would cover that up because they wouldn't want to cause a panic.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it just goes to show how quickly racism spreads.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, oh, some fucking guy ate a bat. I'm like,
Maybe.
well, maybe, but,
I just think China's fucked up in general. And China's shady like that.
They do eat some...
China's shady like that in general, where they have shit that they cover up, and they don't want to be seen as at fault. So, like, they'll kill people. Their government's a little fucked up.
Yeah, but ours does that too. They just hide it a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ever watch Scandal? Actually, I've never seen the final season.
I haven't either.
So I'm going to just start from the beginning.
Oh!
I have all the time in the
I'm
world.
gonna start again.
Well, so I'm watching. So I finished my rewatch of The Office.
Mhm.
Because I've said this before. It takes me a long time to like get into new things and finish things because of like separation anxiety.
I have separation anxiety. I
so,
think that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. So, like, I finished my rewatch of The Friends a couple months ago. I just finished my rewatch of The Office. I'm finishing my rewatch of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I have, like, a season of everything to watch, so I was like, I'll just start from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I'm watching Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Uh-huh.
and that's kind of ongoing. And then once I'm done Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I'm going to start Scandal. And then when I'm done that, I'm going to start How to Get Away with Murder, because I never watched that final season either.
Damn.
And then I'm going to start Grey's. Oh, and then I still have The Flash and
Holy
Supergirl.
fuck.
Do you see what I mean? And then there's movies, and then there's Killing Eve is coming back 2 weeks early.
Because they're like, what
so
the fuck
excited.
else are y'all doing?
They're like, I mean, it's filmed and ready to go.
Don't lie.
So excited.
I just miss... I mean, I love having, like, the day open. Like, you don't really have shit to do. Like, you can work out, you can sleep in, whatever. But, like, I just miss going out to Tim's or getting, like, going to the mall or going to the gym or just, like...
No, I do miss that.
But things won't be the same after, like, this goes back. Even if the quarantine is lifted, like, people will still be so cautious for however long it takes.
Well, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
Because they're like, it's not going to go away. They're saying it's going to keep coming back for a few years, like the flu season.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be Corona season.
I had a Corona bottle sticker on my my wall there, and I was like, ha!
Were you telling me they're apparently stopping production for a bit?
Corona? No,
Yeah. I don't think anyone's buying it.
I said that the sales went way down, and Corona, like, the brand was like, you will not get Corona if you buy our beers. Like,
But,
fuck.
like, people are stupid, though.
Ben said after this is all done, he wants to go to Barney's and get a Corona with a
well,
lime.
I need to get a Bulldog.
Well,
I miss
what about
Barney's?
Barney's?
Barney's is like, we're not, like, bars won't be open this summer.
Mm-mm.
Summer's gonna suck ass.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was like, I was like, okay, all things aside, I do think the pool places should open. Like, take a couple customers at a time, place your orders beforehand. My dad was like, we're not gonna open the pool this year. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, that's the only thing we can do this summer.
That's all we could do.
Our
I was gonna
backyard.
say, all we could do is tan.
Tan and swim. I was like, bro, we got, like, he's like, well, I can't get chlorine and shit. He's like, unless I buy it off the black market.
Are we gonna
And then
have to open the
And
pool?
then he chuckled, and then I was like, no, you're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, no, like, this isn't a joke. I need to swim.
I would think by June, I would think that the pool places, like, if they're allowed to, like, place orders and then pick up or do delivery.
there's all these white ass families will be like, you need to get your ass down here now.
Because
like,
people are gonna be home, right?
Think about that rich neighborhood in Oak Ridge with all the pools there. They're gonna be like, working. Yeah, no, there's no way people aren't gonna open.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Like, our restaurants are still open for takeout. I was there the other day. Takeout is bumping. People are buying
People
food.
are just sitting at home and they're like, I don't want to cook.
know.
I don't want to do anything.
I am so grateful that I live at home right now and I don't pay rent.
Uh-huh.
Like, my dad just gave me my monthly car payment, and I was like,
Can't pay it.
I don't have any money.
And
Like, I literally don't have any money.
uh-huh.
And my EI is not coming in, and even then, I'm literally making just enough per month to pay for
To
my
pay
car.
for the car.
Like, just enough. Like,
And then stay at
literally
home.
no spare money.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So
All the bartenders right now are, like, doing their drinks online.
I
They're like, I
love
can't
that.
work.
It's so funny. Like, there's, like, servers where they're, like, going to their boyfriends being like, well, what would you like?
Yeah.
It was funny. It's good. My birthday's this month.
Yeah, I was thinking that this morning. I was like, what can I get her?
I'm thinking by the end of the... Oh.
I will have an exam on your birthday and the next day.
Can't
so, like,
wait.
I can't.
Oh, and the next day?
Uh-huh. I have
Okay.
from the 20th to the 24th is all exams that week.
So I'm thinking, like, the 30th or something, if people are done their online exams. And by people, I mean,
Me?
you.
Me?
You,
I'll be-
Selena, and Paige. I think the 5 of us can get together and be okay.
Yes. Like, by then, right?
I mean, if none of us are sick. And they said you can have gatherings of 5 people,
Mhm.
so.
If you're all quarantined and safe, which, like, none of us are dumb, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
Me and Selena went on our social distance walk with our dogs.
were you separated?
Yes.
Cute.
Actually, I just passed my neighbors, and they had lawn chairs out on the driveway, and they were all, like, 6 feet apart.
I love
It was
that.
so funny. They all brought their own drinks.
I love seeing, like, adults walking and they're, like, an arm's length away, and I'm like, you live together. Stop acting like you're distancing. Come on. Bruh.
I'm excited to see my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Fucker went back to Toronto.
Ben has been...
His parents are like, why aren't you home yet?
Yeah. Ben has been, like, kind of anxious about the virus. Like, here and there, he'll be like, no, we're fine. And then other times he'll be like, oh, we should stay away. So we've decided to quarantine till Friday. I said I was going to your place this morning, and he's like, well, what's the point of us quarantining then? And I was like,
That's what I said.
that's what I said. I was like, well, just fucking leave it. Like,
That's what I said. I said the only people I've been in contact with are you and Hubert.
mm-hmm. Me and Ben, like, that's all the only people I've seen. And Reki.
Because I was like, we gotta do our thing.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I can't.
It's basically another relationship. I was gonna
I know, you live 5 minutes away,
Not-
like, I'm not gonna do
not
that.
not do
I'm
that. I'm not doing that.
So, we were quarantining, and, so, Friday, it's going fucking down. We downloaded The Sims. We're watching a Westworld episode. I'm gonna come in lingerie.
I've got so much shit planned for.
I've got a
for
lot of
always
shit.
together.
I can't wait till Friday. I'm like, so, like, I'm kind of just quarantining to keep him happy, you know?
Yeah, but it's not gonna make a difference. 'Cause
It's not going to make a
it's 1
difference.
week.
It just makes him feel better.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm going to work and you're going to work. And, like,
I guess you guys are both working.
he is working, but he
Yeah.
works with, like, a group of 30 people who are, like, in the science world.
Do they all 30 people like staffed or all like 30 people in the building?
In the building.
Mm.
And, like, when they work in a lab, but he's, like, separate from people in the lab, and they're very cautious of all that stuff, so they're safe.
I'm sure they'd be fine. Yeah.
And I know he's safe. Like, I know he's quarantined and everything, so I'm like, it'll just help him relax
Mhm.
if he knows we haven't seen each other, and, like, yeah.
I've seen my mom, like if I go to the restaurant, like my mom and Sarah are there, which is like I go and my mom's like, Ashley, and I'm like, don't hug me. You
Don't
don't,
touch me.
know if I'm sick.
Don't touch
you don't,
Sarah.
You don't know if I'm a carrier.
Sarah's pregnant?
Sarah's
no,
pregnant.
ma'am.
Oh my god, her belly is like blows my fucking mind.
It's big
like,
now?
Like she's almost 5 months.
I just asked you yesterday. I was like, or a couple days ago, like, do you see it? It must have just, like, popped.
Like yeah, like it's really starting to firm up.
Whoa, that's scary.
Blows my mind. Blows my mind.
Couldn't
Seeing
could
Sarah
not
pregnant
be
is like seeing me pregnant.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
You're like,
Oh.
whoa, I'm not pushing that thing out of me.
Guys, she's having a girl.
Does she know any names yet?
No.
Uh-huh. It's hard.
Some like Portuguese names. I think they have a few in the works, but I don't know.
I can't believe she's gonna have a daughter.
My mom keeps saying, you know, in Friends, when Rachel has her baby, she's like, I don't know what to name her,
Mhm.
And then Monica's like, oh, I've had my names picked out since I was little, blah, 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 blah.
Bitch.
And she's like, I don't want to tell you. And Rachel's like, I'm not going to steal it.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, it's Emma. And Rachel goes, Emma.
Ah!
So now, like, she's like, it's a girl. My mom was like, little baby
Emma.
Even though she's not going to name her Emma.
Emma.
I do like the name Emma, actually, but
Emma reminds me of
not great.
a little girl who's got, like, grape juice stained on her face, and she's, like, panting, you know? She's just come in from playtime.
I like the name Violet.
I like the name Robin.
Oh, I like Robin.
It's Rihanna's name.
Oh, nice. I have a distant cousin named Robin. I love the name Luisa. It's very Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Lou for a girl.
Lulu.
Not Lulu, I don't like Lulu.
Oh.
Sorry.
Shut that down. What about a cat named Lulu?
That I like.
Lulu! All right, well,
Yeah.
thanks for listening to us, guys.
It's another day in quarantine.
Another day and not another dollar.
Yeah. Going real broke.
We're losing money,
Going
actually. The
so
stocks
broke.
are down.
Haven't bought a single thing since the Airbnb,
Mm-hmm.
which took a nice chunk out.
A
Good chunk.
good chunk. Yeah, but think of the fun.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Unrestrained summer fun.
Ew.
I'm so excited that he's like, there's nothing to do. Like, we're just gonna be holed up.
Yeah, but
I was
like,
like,
we're together.
together.
Hello.
And we'll go on his motorcycle too again.
You could
which
do
is
like
so fun.
TikTok dances.
I will.
I'm a savage.
I will not be doing that.
Classic bougie ratchet. I know a little.
So
bit.
close to knowing it all.
By the end of this, I'll know all of them.
Crazy. Ew.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. This has been Nonsense.
Peace.
Peace.